Howdy brothers and sisters out there in YouTube land. This here is Grateful Panic, and I've got another video for you guys today. And today I'm going to be doing my response to the tag from Outpost 76 in the Top 5 with a Twist challenge. And before we get into that, let's go ahead and get the panic dump out of the way and let you guys take a look at what I was carrying today. And today in my pocket I had the Ruger CRKT Hollow Point Plus P, and I also had the GEC number 85 bullet end jack, and the Victorinox Alox Pioneer. And on my belt I had the Buck 110 lightweight, and the Bark River Knives Ultralight Bushcrafter. And in the What Am I Drinking segment, I've got a little bit of the Lagunitas 12th of Never Ale, and that's some really good stuff. Let's go ahead and crack that one open. And we've had some cool mail calls. And the first mail call was it's actually a knife on loan from our Grateful Panic family member, Brother Bruce. And Brother Bruce sent me an absolutely awesome knife, one that I've been wanting to check out, and it is the Bastion Barlow knife, and this is the Cutlery Lover edition. And this is a combination flipper and slip joint knife. Ow. That was, dang, I'm just doing it up right now. That was designed by Jeff Smith of the YouTube channel Cutlery Lover, and I'm really looking forward to reviewing this guy. So thank you, Brother Bruce. I really appreciate that. And that just came out of nowhere. He just messaged me, and as most of these loaners end up being, the owners of the knives just message me, and they're like, "Hey, I've got this knife. Would you like to review it?" I'm like, "Heck yeah!" I mean, that's freaking awesome, man. I mean, that's the type thing that keeps this channel going and keeps this family together. And so, you know, I definitely appreciate that, Brother Bruce. That was really, really awesome of you. And also in the mail, and I just got this today, was some really amazing leather work by my good friend and Grateful Panic family member, Doc Holliday. And Doc sent a minimalist wallet, and this is his maker's mark right here, HLW for Holiday Leatherworks. And we also got a really cool sticker in that mail call, and a nice two-part organizer for me to put a pin and a slip joint in. And just because he threw in this other really cool organizer, and right now I've got a Swiss Army knife, a traditional, a pry, and then I've got some important pictures, and I'm trying to figure out a fourth item to put in that last slot. And I'm really digging these, Doc. That's really, really awesome work. And as soon as I find out I know he's thinking about either doing a Facebook page or an Etsy store, and as soon as I get a link to either one of those, I will be dropping that in the description of future videos, so you guys can support Doc, because he does some really awesome work. I'm really pleased with the leather work, and I was really excited to get it. I mean, it's just some awesome stuff. And I guess that right there means that it's time to get down to the nitty-gritty, guys, and go ahead and check out this top 5 with a twist that Outpost 76 tagged me in. And what we've got is the top 5 knives, and it's broken down into categories. And what we have is, and I'm not going to show you this because my handwriting is atrocious. Let me get that out of frame there. But we've got your Grail, a Tank, the Performer, the Shocker, and that's not that obscene hand gesture. The Overall, and Outpost 76 actually added his own twist, which is User's Choice. So let's go ahead and see if I can do this challenge justice and proceed. And I'm gonna have to say that my Grail is the Benchmade 940. I had looked at this knife, and it's pretty much a knife that I figured I would never own, and I never had it in hand, so it really wasn't that big of a deal, because it was just a visual thing, like, oh, that's a really great looking knife, I'd like to have it. Well, then our brother J.R. Rodriguez sent me a whole passel of knives on a loan, and included in this big bundle of knives was the Benchmade 940. And once I had it in hand, I absolutely just had to have it. So by any means necessary, guys, I did what I had to do to make it happen, and it happened, and I am so stoked. And this is one of the knives, I mean, I do carry it, but I don't carry it as much as other knives, just because it's one of those knives I really don't want to mess up. So that is my Grail. As far as Tank goes, for me, that would have to be the Benchmade Griptilian, because this guy, I mean, it's very solidly built. Definitely handles anything I throw at it. It's an awesome knife. You can see I use it there. It's got some schmutz on it. Need to clean that guy up. But yeah, I mean, it's got, you know, some really good blade steel that'll hold the edge, but it's still easy to sharpen back up. So this is one of probably the main knives I'll throw some heavy duty tasks at. So this right here is my Tank. As far as the Performer, it was a toss-up between two knives, but the fact that one was more of a shocker really kind of made the decision for me. So as far as the Performer goes, I went with the Spyderco Paramilitary 2, and I mean, this is just an awesome knife performance-wise. I mean, it slices really well, it cuts really well. It's a heck of a knife to fidget with. I mean, I find myself just sitting on the couch fidgeting with it like crazy. So performance-wise, this right here is my choice, the PM2. And that takes us to the Shocker, which I said, you know, it was kind of a toss-up between these two, because this is a very well performing knife also, but what made the decision for me is the shock factor. And there's two reasons why this is the Shocker. And the first is, and I'll go ahead and show you, it is the Spyderco Manix 2 Lightweight. And the first reason that this is a shocker is because when I first saw this knife, you know, I saw people posting it online, and I saw, you know, pictures of it or whatever, and it really didn't do anything for me. I was just like, oh, I mean, it's a cool looking knife, but, you know, it's not something I absolutely have to have. Well, it again, J.R. Rodriguez in his big bundle of knives that he sent included the Manix 2 lightweight, and his was the black version, which you know, once I got it in hand, I was like, oh man, I've got to have this knife. This is a great performing knife. It feels great in hand. It's super light. Like, this is an awesome knife. And I like the black, but this this dark blue, you know, absolutely just caught my eye, and I swore if I ever got this knife, it would be this model right here. So the first shocker part is the fact that when I first saw it, you know, it just kind of didn't do anything for me until I got it in hand, and then I absolutely had to have it. And the second part of the whole shocker deal is just out of the blue, out of nowhere, our good friend and family member, Brother Gonzo, sent this to me for Christmas. And it definitely was a shock. I was literally blown away. So my shocker is the Spyderco Manix 2 lightweight. And overall, and this was kind of a no-brainer, because this is, and I can't explain it because this normally isn't my my style of knife, but this knife was lent to me and ultimately given to me as a gift by Brother JB over at Big Red EDC. And this is a knife, once I, you know, again, once I had it in hand, I was like, oh man, this is absolutely amazing. And just out of nowhere, JB sent me a message and was like, oh yeah, by the way, that Browse Blade Sniper, it's yours now. And it, again, just like with the Manix, I was absolutely floored. And this right here, as far as top 5 goes, this is my overall top 5. I absolutely love this knife. I mean, the action is flawless. It feels great in hand. It's just really, really gorgeous aesthetically. I mean, it's just a really, really good looking knife. And so that is my overall. And user's choice. And the way I interpreted this is, it's a user, but it's your favorite user, which, I mean, all my knives are users. Some more so than others, but none of my knives are safe queens. I do not have a single knife that literally stays put away and never gets used. Yeah, some knives get used a lot more than others, but all my knives get used. But as far as my favorite knife to use, and that's the way I interpreted it, this is my user's choice, and this is the Buck 112 Slim Ranger Pro in S30V blade steel and OD green canvas micarta. And this is my go-to knife. I mean, this is just, this knife is, I mean, don't let its size fool you. I mean, it's not a tiny knife, but it's not a huge knife. But this knife is an absolute beast, and it is a pleasure to carry, and it is an absolute joy to use. So this is my user's choice. So let's go ahead and just lay them all out here in no particular order. Well, actually, let's put them in order. Let's put them in Grail, Tank, Performer, Shocker, Overall, and User's Choice. And that is my top 5 with a twist, and I appreciate Outpost 76 for tagging me in this challenge. It really took a lot of thought. It took a lot more thought than I thought it would, and that was a lot of thoughts there. But yeah, I really didn't think it was going to take, you know, that much thought and be so heart-wrenching. but it was, you know, it was definitely a difficult decision. And I am going to tag, let's see, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to tag Blue Collar Survival and Jet Fuel EDC. So I'll let these guys know that they've been tagged, and look forward to seeing their response to this and seeing their top 5 of the twist. And again, thank you to Outpost 76 for tagging me in this. It was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it, and I thank all of you guys for subscribing, watching, liking, commenting. You guys are the Grateful Panic family, and I definitely appreciate each and every one of you. So thank you guys. And with that being said, this is Grateful Panic signing off. And remember, guys, stay alert, stay alive, and hey, how about do something nice for somebody today? Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.